Hello ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? This is PK So from Huttons, and today on a rainy afternoon, I'm waiting for my buyer to arrive here for a viewing at Bakanai, one of the projects where I have two strata landed houses for sale. Now, I thought, I'll just take this opportunity to show you some of the critical points that you might want to take note when you are buying a landed or a cluster house. All right, let me just flip my camera around to show you where I am. Okay, so now I'm standing right here at Barker Road. Now, just notice, about 2 minutes walk down the road, you're actually at the main road of Bukit Timah. Yet at this location, even though it's not too far from the main road, you can't really hear the traffic noise at all, which is good. And just round the corner, you have a bus stop, and any buses that travel along this direction, it takes you only about 2 stops to reach Newton MRT. So it's very, very convenient. You don't even have to walk to the MRT, really. Now, over here at Barker Road, there are a few things that you might want to take note. Now, first thing is that there's no double yellow nor white lines on the road. And this is very important because in case you have guests coming and you don't have enough parking lots in your house, they can just park along this road and there would not be any violations of traffic rules at all, right? Okay, and then the other thing to note is that over here along this stretch, the cluster houses are just here that I'm marketing. All right, so when you walk the main road, it's actually very easy, very convenient for family members who are not driving, especially for kids who come back at home, come back from school. They can just walk on the main road, about 2-3 minutes walk, they can reach their home already. All right, so it's very, very convenient. Now let me just walk over to the little development itself and show you some of the unique points itself. All right. Now I'm just right within Bakanai, the development itself. Okay, there are only 6 units of cluster semi-Ds in this development. So it's a very niche community. There are only 5 neighbors, so you don't really have a lot of people, which is nice, very quiet. All right. Now over here, I have 2 units for sale. Now the first one is a corner semi-D, a corner cluster semi-D, and I'd like to point you some of the unique characteristics or the unique features of this house. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice that you have, for every cluster house, it is quite common that you have 2 lots. All right, you have 2 lots like this, personal lots. And over at this house, the 2 lots are actually right beside the house itself. Okay, and then you have a proper entrance that brings you up to the living and dining room. Okay, so it really feels like a home, right? Come out from the house, come up from the car, step out of it, and then walk up to your living space. All right, so it really feels like a landed property. Okay, so this is how it looks like from the outside. And notice that the land is actually elevated. So the living room area is actually elevated from the ground level. Okay, so you still retain quite a bit of privacy from passers-by outside on the road. Okay, even though there aren't that many. All right, now this corner unit is special because for the other ones, over here, the car park lots are actually at the basement. And it's very typical of cluster houses where you enter through the basement and then take a lift or walk up the stairs right to a living room. Okay. All right, so now I'm here in the house itself, and I was explaining a little bit just now over at the main gate area, and I just want to shoot a quick video and let you understand a little bit more about the layout on the ground floor. All right, so when you enter the house, this is what you're looking at. All right, first you have a long dining table. This is a 10-seater. And the width extends all the way to the living room right at the other end. All right, and this is very unique for cluster houses because a lot of cluster houses are narrow and tall, whereas over here you have the sense of width that you feel immediately upon entry of the property. All right, which is really nice. All right, and then over here you have the kitchen area. Okay, if you want, you can even do up a glass panels so that you can do heavy cooking, and the smell and the everything can just go out from the back entrance. Okay, and then of course you have the fridge, and this is where the entrance is. All right, and then notice that the dining area actually for this unit, it extends all the way to the patio area. And the view is really good, especially if you entertain quite a lot. You know, you have guests coming, not everybody has to crowd around the dining table or dining area. If you do barbecue, you know, your barbecue corner can be right there, and then guests can, you know, kids can play around, they can just hang around the ledge area, and you even have an alfresco dining area right outside. And by the side of it, you have a side gate, which when you open up, you jump straight into the pool. A little bit of Balinese resort feel, I would say. Okay, so yeah, I thought this is really one of the nicer cluster houses that I've seen and marketed. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you are buying cluster houses or landed property, it is ideally very important to have a lift in the house itself. Even though you may not need it, your next buyer would find it very important, right? So when you have lift serving all levels, it makes things a lot easier when you carry things, or even for the elderlies, or sometimes for the kids, it's a lot easier. All right, so I once was trying to sell a cluster house, 5 levels, no lift. It took me quite a while. It took me about 3 years to sell. So you can see that there is a strong need for a lift within the house itself. Okay? So my name is PK So from Huttons, and I look very much forward to serving you over here at Bakkanai. I have 2 units for sale. Of course, this one, if you're looking for space, this is definitely the house that you need to come take a look. There are 5 bedrooms, all very spacious, and 4 of the bedrooms are ensuite. The other one, the bathroom, is just right beside it. It's almost ensuite as well. You have a separate helper's room. You have a separate storeroom. I wouldn't take the time to show you, in this video tour. I just want to give you a quick idea. But please feel free to call me at 9697 1131, and I look very much forward to serving you very soon.